All right? We're the Hebrew Israelites. We're out here once again to prophesy the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I want to say double honors to the elders of GMS, man. And salute to all the brothers out there doing the works, man. You know what I'm saying? And right now we're coming to we're at the time of the end, man. We're at the time of the end. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of our people now, 2013, they still don't know who they are, man. They still don't know their history. They still go by the so-called white man's history, the history that he taught you in his schools. Where does he start your history at? He started your history when he came over here and he started to slaughter you, man. That's where he begins your history at. That's where the knowledge, where you so-called Negroes, when you so-called Negroes think of your ancient forefathers, you think of slavery, you think of genocide, you think of death, man. When we're the Most High, we're God's chosen people, man. Our history is way more vast, way more greater than what this so-called white man has portrayed it to be, man. Go ahead, bro. You start, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And that's not talking about the pastors in the churches, man. Because those pastors are not according to the heart of who you call God and Jesus, man. Those pastors are according to money. Because that's what they're doing it for. Can you give me Acts 7 chapter? Because who you call God and Jesus, he's not in temples, man. He's not in them churches. And that's according to the Bible. All right? If the word of the Lord is not inside no temple, it's going to be outside in the public, man. Go ahead, bro. It's like 7.
Acts 7:48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Yeah, the Most High doesn't dwell in temples made with hands. All these churches that you find throughout the streets, man, every single church, I don't care what church it is, that's a temple made with hands. And guess what? The Most High is not in there. You know who's in there? Satan, man. The spirit of Satan is in there. That's why you have people in them churches, they'll start so-called speaking in tongues. That's not speaking in tongues, man. All right? The real definition of speaking in tongues is speaking other languages. If you're a man that knows English and you know Spanish, you know another tongue. If you know French, you know another tongue. All right? So when the men of the Lord, when the scriptures say they were speaking in tongues, they were speaking other languages, man.
And you know what proves that? When the scriptures say the Lord spake in the Hebrew tongue.
That's right. That's right, man.
I know about that history. Solomon was the only one who was given permission to build a temple. And it was his father David, but he ruined it because of Bathsheba. It went into Solomon, and when Solomon started doing demonology with that superpower they gave him.
Well, what Solomon did, man, was he built temples for them heathen women that he was falling in love
That's
with.
where the demonology comes in, the Kabbalah, the star, the pentagrams, all that shit. Then the Creator said, you know what, because of what you're doing here with this witchcraft, from this day forward, no temple is allowed to be built in my name. So you're right. There's not supposed to be temples built in the name of God.
Hey, but all you see in America is temples, man.
Because
you see temples,
but
but
like
you see
said,
temples in
right,
our neighborhoods,
the evil
though, man.
spirit is behind all that.
You see temples in our neighborhoods. You go to a white neighborhood, you ain't gonna see no churches. You want to prove it to yourself? Go to River Park and keep going up. Keep going up on Blackstone and count how many churches you find, man. You ain't gonna find one. But go to an average Latino or Negro neighborhood, you're gonna find a church in every corner, man. Why?
Right.
Because our people are searching for the Most High, man.
Now I'm gonna tell you another
Our
thing.
people are the people of God, man. But they're lost.
Another thing that you're not gonna believe: the scriptures came from this land and were taken that way.
No, it didn't, man.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Go ahead, bro.
Romans 10:2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High.
That's right. Our people have a zeal of the Most High. That means a strong desire for God, man. All right, a strong desire. They're searching for the Most High, man. Hey, can you finish that?
But not according to knowledge.
Not according to knowledge, though, man. Because our people don't know who they call God and Jesus, man. Because why? They still calling him Jesus. They're still calling him Christ. And the letter J wasn't established to the year 1700, man. So that means his name is not Jesus. His name is not Yahweh.
Yeshua?
It's not Yeshua. It's not none of that, man. The name of the Father is Yahweh.
Oh yeah.
All right? The name of the Son is Yahweh Shai.
Not Yahweh.
Not Yahweh.
Yahweh?
No. Yahweh. Yahweh. All right? That's his name. Not Yahweh, man. The only vowels in the Hebrew tongue is I and I. So there's no A, there's no E sound, there's no U sound, there's no U's, okay? So it's impossible that that was his name. Go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew 15 and 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's who the world calls Jesus Christ, man. He said he's not sent, but can you read it again?
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
The only people that the Lord is sent to is the house of Israel, man. He's only sent to our people. The word, this Bible is only for one nation of people on the planet, man. Only for the Israelites. This Bible is only for the Israelites, who are you so-called Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native and Seminole Indians, man. You are God's chosen people, man.
So what about everybody else? They don't have hope.
They don't have no hope. They're going into slavery after this. After America's destroyed and the Lord comes back and establishes righteousness on the planet, all the nations are going into slavery.
What if some of them are innocent?
It doesn't. We went into slavery. We had innocent people. They went into slavery too, collectively. Women, children, we all went into slavery, man. When this so-called white man came to this side of the earth, did they separate the good people from the so-called bad ones? No, they didn't. They slaughtered all.
Those were made.
What was that? The Most High made them do that.
Let's show you how God feels about these other nations, man. Come.
Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance.
Yeah, man. The Lord counts the nations as a drop in a bucket, man. Meaning, if you have a bucket of water and you lose a drop out of it, do you mind? Do you care for that drop you just lost? You don't. Why? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way the Lord sees these other nations, man. Go ahead, but like starting with the so-called white man, the Chinese man, the Arab man, the Japanese man, all these nations, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Behold, they taketh up the hours as a very little thing. Verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing.
All the nations, like the so-called white man, the so-called Chinese man, the Arab man, so on and so forth, that's not on that sign, they're nothing, man. They're nothing to who you call God and Jesus.
I can give you a little bit more
They mean nothing to him.
I can clarify a little bit more, but you won't allow me.
Go ahead, bro.
All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing.
Yeah. All the other nations are counted to the Most High less than nothing, man. They're less than nothing. The Arab man, the Goop man, them North Koreans, they're less than nothing to the Most High, man. The Most High only cares about one people on the planet, man, and that's Israel, man. All right?
And the thing is, these other nations had us in captivity, man. These other nations were made to be slaves, man.
That's right. That's right, man.
Are slaves. Zechariah 2 and 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye.
Yeah, what nation spoiled us, man? Right now, you got the so-called white man spoiling us, man. Matter of fact, you got every single nation spoiling us, man. Because if you go to any of these stores, man, liquor stores, little hole in the walls, they're owned by what? By who? These other nations, man. The Arabs, the Gooks, the so-called Jews, so-called white man. Who owns Target? Who owns Walmart? Right? The other nations do, man. The other nations do, and our people have to go to these other nations, man, in order to get any necessity that they need, man. Clothing, food, shelter, anything we need, man. We got to go to this heathen, man. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Yeah, man. Who's the stranger, man? These other nations. These other nations are the strangers, man, and they're above us real high, man. They're higher than our people, man. Why you think, man, that a so-called Chinese man could have a store open, a business open for like 20 years, man? But if a so-called Latino or black man opens up a business, that shit ain't gonna last. That ain't gonna last.
Yeah, how is it that our people been here for hundreds of years and are shitty poor, man?
Hey, that's a good point, bro. How is it? Exactly. We've been here. The so-called Hispanics and Native Americans have been here for thousands of years, man. Okay? Well, how is it that they're in reserves, dirt poor, man, dirt poor, drunks over there, but a fucking gook could come over here from China, and in a couple months he has a business, he has his own spot, he's established.
His children are in college.
His children are in college, man. That's because Salaki, bro.
I was gonna say you go to these so-called prestigious schools, you don't see nothing but Edomites and gooks, man.
Exactly. That's all you see, man. That's all you go to. If you go to UCLA, that's all you see, man. All you see is so-called white people in gooks. Can you read that again, Mark?
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Yeah, man. These other nations are higher than us, man. But that's a curse.
Hey, bro, and with our people, they're only there because they got a scholarship, man.
Yeah.
For basketball or whatever.
We need scholarships. We need grants. We need financial aid. All right. And when you go try to apply for these things, they give you hell, man. They give you hell, man. But a so-called Arab man over there in the Middle East, all right, becomes a doctor, man. You so-called dumbass Negroes and Hispanics, man. Like I know this dude, he paid $136,000. He ain't paid it, but he took out a $136,000 loan to become a nurse. Guess what? Them Arabs over there in the Middle East are paying like $50,000, man, to become a doctor, and then they come over here, man. This society is dead set against the Israelites, man. This whole society is against our people, man, in every single way, shape, or form, man. That's why the scriptures say that the strangers should be higher than us, man. They are higher than us, man. We don't have the same opportunities as these other nations do, man. Go ahead, bro.
Says thou, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Yeah, we came down very low. We're in the ghettos. We're in reservations. We're low, man.
Our women are the biggest sluts next to the Edomite women.
Exactly, man. Because if you go to like dating sites, what is the majority of the women on there, man? What is the nationality? So-called the Israelites, so-called Negro, Hispanic women, Native American women. If you look on music videos or advertisements or billboards, who's that woman that got up there naked or with half her clothes on, man? So-called Negro, Hispanic women.
That's all by design, man.
It's all by design, man. That's because the Most High said that was gonna happen to us, man. We was gonna get brought down very low, man. Very low, man. Our women are the most out of order women. They're the biggest sluts. And it's the truth, man. It's the truth, man. Go ahead, bro.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Yeah, man. Because we're the ones that need loans, man. And we're the ones that can't pay them. The so-called Negroes and Hispanics, man. The scriptures say that our enemies shall lend to us, man. But we can't lend to them. Can you lend money to the so-called white man? Can you lend a so-called white man money to where he could buy himself a house? To where he could buy himself a brand new car? You could barely lend your family member $20, man. But that was a curse, man. That is one of the curses that was going to be placed upon our people, man. Because we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments that are written in the Bible, man. Therefore, the Lord put all these things on us, man. We're at the bottom. We have all these heathen nations above us. Go ahead, bro.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Yeah, man. This so-called white man is the head right now. We're the tail, man. We're the tail, man. We're behind everybody else, man. Every other nation. We're at the bottom, man. We're even below Hamites in this society, man. We're at the very bottom, man. Go ahead, bro. Because guess what? Barack Obama, he ain't no so-called Negro, man. He's a Hamite. He's a Hamite. Can't no so-called Negro man become president in this society, man. Barack Obama's a so-called African, man. He ain't one of our people. Go ahead, bro.
It says, moreover,